welcome back. This is Books and Stuff and my name is Des, and today I'm reviewing The Measure by Nikki Erlick. Sorry, there you guys go. I love this book. I've had this on my bookshelf forever on my to-be-read list, and I finally picked it up to read it. I just redid my bookshelf, so I'll find it a lot easier to figure out what I'm going to read. I have so many that are on my to-be-read book list that are series that I'm trying not to unless I can get the other books on Libby or Prime. So I have them separated now. I love this book. However, I kept thinking in my mind that this was similar to COVID, and it kept taking me back to that time. A story of love and hope as interweaving characters display how all moments, big and small, can measure a life. If you want joy, love, romance, and hope, read with us. Jenna Bush Hager, A Luminous Spirit. Right. 8 ordinary people, 1 extraordinary choice. It seems like any other day. You wake up, drink a cup of coffee, and head out. But today, when you open your front door, waiting for you is a small wooden box that contains the contents of this mysterious box tells you the exact number of years you will live. From suburban doorsteps to desert tents, every person in every continent receives the same box. In an instant, the world is thrust into collective frenzy. Where did these boxes come from? What do they mean? Is there truth to what they promise? As society comes together and pulls apart, everyone faces the same shocking choice. Do they wish to know how long they'll live? And if so, what will they do with that knowledge? The Measure charts the dawn of the new world through an unforgettable cast of characters whose decisions and fates interweave with one another. The best friends whose dreams are forever entwined, pen pals finding refuge in the unknown, a couple who thought they didn't have to rush, a doctor who cannot save himself, and a politician whose box becomes the power keg that ultimately changes everything. Enhancing and deeply uplifting, The Measure is an ambitious, intriguing story about family, friendship, hope, and destiny that encourages us to live life to the fullest. So during this book, like it tells you, everybody gets this thing that's going to tell them, a string that's going to tell them how long to live. At some point, the government gets involved, and they decide if you have, like, who has to reveal what their string says, who can keep it a secret, if that you have to open it or you don't have to, depending on what job you have. And like I said, this kept taking me flashbacks for COVID. This was a very quick read, a very good read. The characters were so complex. Their stories, the type of people you're with. Like, if you were with somebody and you had a long string and your partner had a short string, are you going to stay with that person knowing that they could die in a few years? And you might have 10 years or 20 years and they might have 5 years. And then, of course, science gets down, they can tell you the exact day you're going to die and the exact, not just the amount of years, but they do all this scientific stuff. And then once you turn 22, those people are now going to start getting boxes. Like, it was from age 22, then you're going to start getting a box. And what's going to happen to that? And this is all around the entire world, kind of like COVID was. It didn't matter what country you were in, it was happening. I really enjoyed this book. It didn't take long to read. I don't know if she has any other books or not out because I have not checked into it, but this was a phenomenal book. I absolutely, totally loved it, and I highly recommend it. It was fantastic. I gave my copy to a friend to read before I passed it on, and it was just such a good book. I don't know why I waited so long to read it because I stopped seeing it on everything, which is probably how I got it. Might have wanted it on Goodreads or something. But it was sitting on my shelf and I'm like, let's just read this. Picked it up and it did not take me long at all to read. It was so good. And again, it is The Measure by Nikki Erlick. Fantastic, phenomenal book. I loved it. 5 stars. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day.